Shalom, it's your brother Yuanathan. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Baruch HaKodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Save the so-called white man. The guy Dalton that made the documentary that Kyrie Irving tweeted a few years back confronted uh, Nate. He confronted the head of the Purple Rangers with this lame argument that because the small hats call themselves Ashkenazi Jew, right? Ashkenaz being a son of Japheth, because they call themselves Ashkenazi Jew, he wants to argue the point that they're Japheth, that they're not Esau Edom, because of that title that they called themselves. Not including the fact that the scriptures say, well, let's go get it. Go to Psalms 49 and 11. It says what? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They think their kingdom is going to go past its bounds. Yes, like it. Man. They think that they could take their kingdom from a temporary one to an everlasting one. You see in the scriptures there were two people that were promised to have worldwide dominion in the fashion that the so-called white man is ruling now. That would be Jacob, all right? We know who the Israelites are if you're on this page. That would be Jacob and Esau. They both were given blessings from Isaac to have this Salakia. They both were giving blessings that they will rule on a worldwide level. But the difference between the two is that one was temporary. Esau's was a temporary rulership, and Jacob's would be eternal. Now we go here to Psalm 49 and 11. It says what? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So when Esau conquers a place by way of the sword, what does he do? He'll call the land after himself, or he will call himself the original people of that land. Doesn't make him a bloodline descendant of the original people that were dwelling in that region. But he's everybody. He's the Egyptian. When they took over Egypt, they actually, took on the customs of the Egyptians. They were Pharaoh. The premise of this argument is, I'm going to put it in perspective for you. It's kind of like when people try to say, hey, you guys are Africans because we were taken from the west coast of Africa. You guys are Africans because the term in America came up to call us African Americans. So it's like, oh, they must be Africans. That's how carnal this guy Ron Dalton is being with this argument, and the people before him, because he's not the first to come with this BS. But when you don't understand the things that would play out in the earth through the lens of prophecy, then you could come up with goofy assumptions like this. You could come up to goofy conclusions. When you understand that America is Babylon the Great, which most Israelites do, this argument makes completely zero sense. Because when you understand America is Babylon the Great, where all 12 tribes would be oppressed together. Let's get that. I'm going to read the precepts as I make this point. When you go to Jeremiah 50 and 33, it says thus, and remember in Jeremiah 50, when it's talking about Babylon being burned with fire and being made desolate, it's not talking about ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon was not destroyed in that fashion. It was simply absorbed by the Medo-Persian Empire. It wasn't destroyed in that fashion. It wasn't made desolate. Iraq is still here today, which is that region of ancient Babylon. So that's not talking about that. So this is talking about a future kingdom where the bulk of Israel will be being held captive together, and that will be made desolate. So it's Jeremiah 50 and 33 here. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, all 12 tribes, like it, were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." Okay? Now, we know that in Babylon the Great, all the tribes would be oppressed together. Okay? Boom, there's one. We know that the truth will be spoken in the last days from this place where all the tribes were being held captive. Boom, again, America. And then we also understand that the daughter of Babylon, which is America, is connected to who? What nation of people? The Edomites. Let's go get that. We're going to go to Psalms, but I want to read Isaiah 47:1 first. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." So, boom, we're talking about the daughter of Babylon, right? "Sit on the ground, there is no throne," meaning they're going to be stripped from that rulership position that they're in. The people that rule this daughter of Babylon, okay? "O daughter of the Chaldeans in ancient Babylon, were the chiefs amongst the council in ancient Babylon, and they were, Edomites. They got up in there. So the way the scriptures, do prophecy, it'll use terms from the past to describe what's going to happen in the future. But if you don't know history, the little nuances of things like this, like daughter of Babylon being made desolate, it'll go over your head and you can be confused. So if you don't have the spirit of prophecy, you really can't read this Bible and teach it. Okay? And to have the spirit of prophecy is to have the spirit of Yahweh Shai. So there's a lot of people who Yahweh Shai is not dealing with, and they may know they're an Israelite, but they can't break down the fullness of this Bible through the lens of prophecy, which is how you have to break it down. Okay? Isaiah 47:1 again, "Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right, now we go to Psalms 137. Let's go see who's ruling, who's connected with the daughter of Babylon. Okay, Psalms 137:7. "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon," Edom, and then goes right into the daughter of Babylon, because that's who would be ruling it upon the return of the Lord. That's who will be ruling the earth in the last days. Psalms 137:8. "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that reward of thee as thou hast served us." Okay, so Edom is connected with the daughter of Babylon. So if you're trying to say that the Edomites are Japheth, where's Babylon the Great? Where's the daughter of Babylon at? See, when you can't explain the scriptures through the lens of prophecy, there's a bunch of things that you have to change in the doctrine that won't add up, that just won't make sense. Absolutely not. So a guy like Ron Dalton, come on, man. What the hell is going on? Why? You're making everybody look bad. And really, you're not making anybody look bad. You're not making the prophets look bad, because you guys aren't prophets. I don't know the guy's name. He got up on made another lesson in response to the interview, one of Nate's second, third, I don't know. Talking about how, we're going to be ruling for that 1,000-year period, and the nations are going to come against us. How are the nations going to come against us, man? When after the Lord returns, it talks about the nations not learning war anymore. 1. 2, we're going to be immortal. What the hell is this guy? What the hell are these people talking about? They're not prophets, man. The Spirit isn't dealing with them. They don't got it. They just don't got it, bro. They don't got it. And what the Lord is doing is He's allowing for all of Israel to see who His actual men are. Man, the past 4 or 5 months, He's just been having just filthy, whether it be literally filthy or spiritually filthy, thing to be revealed about these other groups, these men, to show that, hey, I'm not dealing with these guys. This guy just flew by me on a motorcycle. I just don't get it. What possesses people to be in that spirit? Just be zipping, weaving through traffic like that, rolling the dice with their life, just for no damn reason. For what? What are you getting out of that? That's the same reason the guys in purple do the shit that they do. It makes their flesh feel good. It's just vainglory. There's really no ultimate end. There's no ultimate end for the guys in purple to be trying to build up a reputation to seem like this place is going to be destroyed. They're trying to decorate a house that's set for demolition. Anyway, the argument is so goddamn weak. Goddamn weak. Man, I'm almost at a loss for words. Almost. We're seeing the rumblings of, then shall it be known who are my chosen. These guys don't have the spirit to even really, teach this book. And that's going to continue to manifest on higher and higher levels. Shoot, if you guys, even the guys in purple, if they had the mark of the beast in their pocket, they could have shut his ass. They could have been like, okay, what nation of people are pushing the mark of the beast, the MOTB system? Because whoever's pushing that is going to be, the king in Babylon. Whoever is pushing, the MOTB system, that's going to be the very same nation directly against our Lord upon his return. Is Japheth? Oh my goodness. Japheth isn't tied to that. What? Oh man. All right, well, I know you guys already seen, other brothers' videos and things like that, but just want to make that quick. Albaratazar, the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Barakah HaKadosh. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. Want to say shalom to all the brothers, of course, a few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.